first 6 to 8 months of me decentering my husband and centering myself, I did not think my marriage would survive. As I did the work of unpacking and processing all the patterns and behaviors and roles and emotional trauma that had accrued over the previous 13 years, I gained such clarity that I felt more angry and I felt more trapped, and I became more unwilling to continue abandoning myself. For those many months, I did not know how I could simultaneously deconstruct all of those patterns and behaviors, process all of the emotional trauma, completely change how I operated in the marriage, forgive him, and forgive myself, all while continuing to exist in the relationship and the dynamic. Every day was a struggle during those months, and during that time, he was not making meaningful changes within himself. That whole time, those first 6 to 8 months, I felt like I had one foot out the door, and we did hit a point where we decided to end our marriage. We ended up choosing to stay together, and it wasn't until then that my husband really started doing the work on himself that would end up being pivotal to us staying married. I was going through such huge, rapid changes in who I was and how I functioned in our marriage that it would have been impossible for us to stay married without him changing and adapting. He could have easily chosen to not do that, and in the beginning, I think that was his preference until he realized that his inertia would literally end the marriage. Because the changes that I was making within myself would not have been compatible with his existing behaviors and patterns. So I want to be clear that I embarked down this path for me, not my marriage. And in this work, it was never my intention or my goal to change him. It was only my goal to change myself. I was fully prepared for and accepted the fact that it was likely my marriage would end from me doing this work. I went full throttle because it felt like a matter of personal survival. I felt myself dying, and I chose to save myself at the expense of my marriage. My marriage ended up greatly improving, partially because I did this for myself, and partially because he got serious about working on himself and eventually made huge, meaningful changes that allowed us to grow and evolve together. But I don't want to misconvey this as a marriage-saving strategy because it's really the opposite. This is a self-preservation and self-reclamation strategy.